Now we are all ready to see how this one will end. The Zambians will be taking the goals towards the left-hand side of your picture. All white for the Zambians today. Yellow tops, green shorts, and yellow socks for South Africa. They are taking the goals towards the right-hand side of the picture. The battle of the teams that have dominated this region. South Africa playing in their fifth final in a row. 2013, 16, 17, 18, and now 2019. They've won 3 of the last 4 they played in. And the only nation to win against them in the final is the nation they're playing against here today, the Zambians. That's down at the moment in the middle of just outside the center circle. 2 players colliding there, and the referee quickly blows his whistle. One of them is Mwepu for the Zambians. Clash of heads between the 2 players. The 2 players going down. Be able to continue this game. The 2 nations battling it all out here. So Bilal Baloyi is up. Francisco Mwepu is up. So the game will continue. Weather has forgiven us. It was slightly cold in the morning and it rained heavily. And then now the heavens have stopped and said, let the games show us goals. That's what you're looking at the moment. Ball forward. Most of the South African players made their debut at the start of this tournament. And we'll be hoping that they keep their places come next year's tournament, because it'll be double whammy next year. Under 17s and under 20 COSAFA tournament will be used as qualifiers for the AFCON tournament, respectively. So the player of the tournament will be, we're going to have 6 regions, and we'll be having each region having their own qualifiers next year. So Mumba, that has gone down for the Zambians. So Kiva just overstepping and on his toes there. Kiva of South Africa. Here's Mafuenta for the player. What a player in the defensive role for the Zambians. Brilliant player to watch. Here comes Mumba. Long ball played forward. Dedma Mwaba. South Africa gets the ball on the near side of the field. Here they are. Ball played short outside the penalty. Hurried on the ball. Quickly stolen by the Zambians. Sent back to the goalkeeper. Walia goes in wide. Far side ball goes out. Zambian goalkeeper yet to concede a goal in this tournament. His 4th start of the tournament. They conceded a goal in the game against Malawi. He was not in the starting 11. He was not even sitting. He was sitting on the bench. We're watching from the bench here for the Zambians. Prince Bolia, man from Kasama, playing his football for Green Buffaloes. He's one of a few right here. Ball played in towards the far side. South Africa now. Mieni finds Apollos for South Africa. Here comes Apollos. Return ball to Apollos into the penalty area. Good recovery from Mwaba. Mwaba does well. So he's 19. He will not be part of the next year's tournament, as well as the likes of Boalia, Chanda Mukuka also. They're all 19. Francisco Mwepu. Those are all senior players who will not be able to take part next year. But a few upcoming players, very young. Mumba amongst those who will be getting a chance. Chance in now for the Zambians. And a slight nudge here as Mwepu goes tumbling down. 4 goals he has scored so far this year, Mwepu. Last tournament he played in, he scored 2 goals. He's now scored 6 goals in 2 COSAFA U20 Championship tournaments. He's Francisco Mwepu. And I still remember in 2017, when he had to join the team, they had to wait for him to finish his exams, by the way. He only came and joined the team afterwards. That's how much they believed in him. He scored a brace in a game against Swatini. Those were the 2 goals he had to score in the 2017 edition, as the Zambians bowed out in the group stages as the defending champions. Here comes Prince Mumba. Looks up, long ball, header! Just wide. Francisco Mwepu, diving header from him, and puts the ball behind for a goal kick, South Africa. Beautiful ball played in. Untle has only considered 3 goals so far for the South Africans. Yeah, almost seeing one. It is stuck past him this time around. Chishimba, offside given against the Zambians. Vinaldo Martins dos Santos, ball an official on the far side of the field. Will give the ball now to Mkaba, to former under-17 international. Also played a Region 5 tournament last year for the South Africans. Here they come, Sani. Short ball from him. Goes down and dispossessed. Long one from the Zambians. Away this time by Bilal Baloyi. Ball brought down. Good recovery from the Zambians to get the ball back. Here comes Mumba. Chanda Mukuka trying to get the ball there. Ralen Kwani making a run. The free kick has been given. The throw-in given rather to the Zambians on the near side of the field. Kwani making a challenge, and the ball Alman Kelele up against Oswald Tapa. Oswald, his younger brother. Oswald, I heard when he came in, the fans was pretty scheming Mourinho. Everyone wants to be Mourinho, don't they? Let's see now, ball played in. Oswald Tapa was a player at Mkwazi FC alongside his younger brother, who is now the head coach of Power Dynamos, by the way. Left his previous team, Forest, to join Power Dynamos. A lot was said when he left the team, by the way. The Dynamos now for just under a month. When he took over the reins, that is Perry Mutapa as the coach at Power Dynamos. Osman Mutapa, Oswald is in charge of Gomez FC. Very interesting to see how this one will go. Here they come now, going for South Africa. Ball played towards the far side. Showing too much of the ball, but stolen. Here comes Apollos for South Africa. Looks for support. Apollos ball in towards the penalty area. Offside. Apollos still has the ball now for South Africa to the near side of the field. Get away by the Zambians. Keeper has gone off his line, way off his line. Too far from his line, I've got to say. Buntle Mulefe. Look at the tournaments over the years. South Africa have won 7. Zambia have won 11. There's been 6 for the Zimbabweans. Ball played early. Oswin Apollos on the far side. Pass go for a shot. Out goes the ball. He's one of those players who really knows that he's sitting up there. Amongst those in contention for either the player of the tournament all of those, because the goal scorer of the tournament is now being taken over and in total control. Zini is controlling that one. In fact, the last time a player scored 6 goals in the COSAFA U20 tournament, it was an Angolan player, Manuel Afonso Aripapel, now part of the senior national team of the Angolans. The last time a player scored 6 goals in the COSAFA U20 championship. Other top scorers have all scored 5 goals over the years. Last year, we had 2 players on 5 goals each. Come the Zambians, in the ball behind. Mukuka's long ball, header coming in from Mukuka. The ball played by Mukuka and then he almost be put into the back of the net by Munalula. Mukuka is playing for a team that has been coached by Oswald Mutapa as well. Gomez. South Africa under pressure on the far side. Ball collected, kept in play. Long one, given now towards Mumba. Here's Mumba, laying the ball short. Chance in for Mukuka to take a shot. He's dispossessed. But the ball is given back to the Zambians. South Africa win the ball back. This is going to be a final of one mistake, which will really be important. Our finals are very tight. Everybody closing in. No space at all. Prince Mumba. Give the ball to Mukuka. Live again for the Zambians. So far still scrappy. Nobody getting hold of the ball and controlling and dictating terms at the moment. Oswin Apollo's not a good ball this one. Towards the goals, making a run in there. Looking to turn and into the penalty area. There's nobody supporting him. Finally gets support, laying the ball short, still alive for South Africa. In the penalty area shot. And the goalkeeper does collect. It was a chance for Rowan Lancaster Human to try and show a bit of kickery of his own. There you can see the ball played towards him. Beat one, beats the second. Oh, well done by Mwanza to make sure that he tracks back with him and not give him space to take a shot and closing him down. Mukuka, Mumba, Mukuka into the penalty area. Mieni gets the ball for South Africa. Kiva isolated. South Africa are making the same mistakes that Angola made. They are having one player sitting in the attack position, in Kiva, and up against Mwaba and Mafuenta. He's never going to get the ball. He's going to struggle to win the ball there between those two players. Here's Mwanza on the far side. Justin Mwanza playing in his second COSAFA U20 championship tournament. He's part of a 2017 team as well. Player for Nkana, Young Nkana FC. Born in Betauke in the Eastern Province. But he's now staying in Kitwe. His first start in this year's tournament. Wepu, Mukuka. Here comes Gondwe. Gondwe shoots! Oh! Just wide. Just wide. Wepu sliding in there to try and put the ball into the back of the net. And just missing it by a whisker. I tell you, if he had probably was wearing a size 13 shoe, he'd have put that into the back of the net. He needs to come here and change shoes with me because that's where the sizes count, you know? The size 13 would have really done the trick there. He just missed it by just a toe or so. Here comes Plamana, getting his first start, by the way, of this tournament. Plamana, former under-17 international for South Africa. Comes in for the injured Selaelo Rasebucha for the South Africans. The city seats where David Mudise is the man in charge of this match. So Sifama being caught. Sifama being caught for South Africa. Farmer coming in the place of the injured Rahim Sbusiso Milazi for South Africa. Sifama getting his second start of the tournament. On the bench in the game against Lesotho. In fact, it was the game against Madagascar. We came on the bench. And he supplied the ball that resulted in a goal for the South Africans. Zambia have only conceded one goal this entire tournament. If you compare the two between them and South Africa, realize South Africa conceded slightly more goals. Now here comes Sifama for South Africa. Mkiva is in there. Offside given. The referee has given a foul. The near side official called for offside, but the referee has overruled it, going for a foul instead. Sorinoro Rasifa Talama from Madagascar amongst those officials that the head of referees Felix Tangawarina was talking about, saying they brought the female referees here to be involved in the men game so they can get experience and be able to officiate at the highest level. Also saw at the FIFA Under-17 World Cup, there were a few Brazilian referees or Peru referees from the southern part of America who were in charge of matches there. So the two thing between the two nations, Zambia have never found themselves trailing in this tournament since the beginning. South Africa have been there twice against Madagascar. 1-0 they were trailing in the group stages. They finished 1-1. 2-0 they're trailing in the semi-finals. They finished 2-2. Now the set piece for South Africa. Sani is there. Human is there. Sani goes straight to the wall. Comes off the wall. Kiva to Apollos. Apollos turns his marker, goes down, nothing wrong, says the referee. Gondwe, dispossessed. Flamana finds Mieni. Mieni looks up, finds Sifama on the near side. Sifama, ball played way behind Sifama. Prince, playing the ball short. And ball given against Human, extending his body, using his arm, and the referee saw that. And a free kick given against the South Africans. Besides that scoreline of 5-4 in 2004, the other finals have been very closely contested between the two nations. Look at the history of the final matches played between Zambia and South Africa. Realize that 2006 2-1 South Africa won that game. 2016 Zambia won the game by 2-1 as well. 1-0 victory in 2009 for the Zambians against South Africa. Also a 2-0 victory. That was in the third place playoff match. The finals itself, 1-0, 2-0. So the tournament in 2004 is the only one that produced goals and goals between the two nations. And that tournament, by the way, had the following players playing for the two nations. South Africa, in their starting 11, they had Lance Niverheyes, Bonginkosi Mlungu. Robin Johannes was among the players for South Africa. Calvin Sosibo. They also have James Madidilani, Cyril Zuma, Busotemba, Boy Musia, Junior Kanye, Leboa Mukwena, Lerato Chabangu, and Dane Plate. Those are the players for South Africa in the tournament in 2004. For the Zambians, they also had a lot of star players who were to go on and become top players going forward. The likes of Davis Nkawusu, who was part of the squad for the Zambians in 2004. They also had the likes of Rainford Kalaba, the magician with the ball. Here comes Prince Mumba. Mumba's long ball, Mutap, Mwepurada going down. Shot from Gondwe! Pulls that wide, Gondwe. Fred Yumba was part of the squad as well for the Zambians. Ball just goes wide. Goal scorers for South Africa, a hat-trick from Leboang Mokoena. A goal each for Jane Clate and Narato Chabangu. While for the Zambians, a brace for Rainford Kalaba. Fred Yumba scored 1 goal. There's goal also for Wyson Piri for the Zambians. Here they are now. Can they win against South Africa again? Zambia. Tell you, just need to make sure that everything that is fragile is moved away. Of course, there's one colleague here who's kicking with every shot that's taken. You understand? So when you hear me scream, know that probably I've just been kicked. The player of the tournament will be getting a deal of a lifetime. A chance to have trials at Valencia in Spain. Yes, Gondwe into the penetrator. Gondwe going. Gondwe! Straight to the stands from Gondwe. They cannot allow him space. He knows. He did exactly the same thing against Angola. Laid run into the penalty area. Charging in there and took a brilliant shot against the Angolans. South Africa here caught a bit at the back. They were caught slightly square, but it was good recovery at the end of the day. They were all tanned, by the way, by Gondwe. When you find defenders placing their own goals, you must know there's trouble. Kiva isolated. Human gets the ball for South Africa. Still Human goes for glory himself. Human just puts the ball wide. Wide from Human. Born in Westbury, Johannesburg. Former player for Westbury Argentinos. He played for Veta junior level. But he's just been promoted to the senior team for Veta as well. A pupil at King Edward VII. Made his debut in a game against Mauritius in that 5-0 victory. He has scored 1 goal, but won a medal match in a game against Lesotho as well. Can he be another captain to lead South Africa to the podium and to grab the gold medal? Or will it be Prince Mumba today for the Zambians? Something they've been done since 2016. But Oswald Mutapa has just won the under-17 tournament with the under-17 team when they defeated Mozambique in the final. So can he make it 2 in a row for his CV? Former national team player, 46 years of age, a father of 3. Every time in the stadium, the kids are here. They always come to support him in matches when the national team plays. And I tell you, they will be hoping that Daddy brings one home again today. A gold medal for that matter. Deputy Superintendent Oswald Mutapa. Discussion at the Mutapa family will be very interesting at the end of this game, depending on the result, that is. Yes, Prince Mumba. Ball stolen here by South Africa. Oswald Apollos. Cuts inside Apollos. Leave the ball short. Mieni finds Plamana. Plamana finds Sani. Sani looks up to the far side. Ball played in now to Asifama. Fama against Mwanza. Mwanza does well. In fact, Yankana FC played at a future tournament in South Africa. So he's frustrated. Geleto get himself a yellow card. Yellow card given against Geleto. Silly challenge because he had lost the ball and he got frustrated there. And you can see there just catching the ankles of the Zambian player Mwanza on the far side. Ilosifama from Katleho, Inekuruleni, former player for Katoros Hyper Academy, currently playing his football. He'll be hoping that today he does help his country win this one. Player for Kaizer Chiefs at the moment. playing for Kaizer Chiefs at the moment. So the doctor having a look at the player. All is good. He can continue playing. Set piece in the meantime for the Zambians. Leave this one to be taken by Mafuenta. Mafuenta's long ball. Header coming in! Oh, what a save by Bunte! Munalula almost opened the scoring here for the Zambians. And Bunte just shuffling across to put the ball away. Another chance in for the Zambians. Yeah. Mafuenta on the ball. He's dispossessed by Human. Human holding on too long. He needs to be here, present of mind. The players running off him. 4 players. And Zambia had committed bodies forward. But it took a second too long to release the ball and close down. There's that ball there for Mafuenta. Beautifully set up. And a header, glancing header. And full stretch, the keeper got the ball away. Here is at the back by the Zambians. Ball collected by Plamana. Playing the ball towards Human. Towards to the far side. Offside has been given. The ref not picking it up at all. Direct free kick given. Now time for the coaches to have a discussion. See what is working, what is not working at the moment. Ball forward. Yeah, then this one by Mwaba. Torn. Here comes Ralingwani for South Africa. Lamana gets there, but stolen this time by Mumba. Prince Mumba finds Gondwe. Gondwe takes a shot, and that is routine save by the goalkeeper. Here's Msani on the far side. Sinonjong of Kiva goes down. Golden Mafuenta from Kabwe. And Zambia from a player for Chilenge. Happy Hearts. That is where Christopher Katongo used to reside best in Chilenge. There's produced plenty of stars here in Zambian football over the years. Zanoko FC is where he plays at the moment now. Let's see a moment from Mwepu on the far side. We're looking for star players around here in Zambia. I'm told Kalinga has a lot of star players as well, where you can get plenty of those. I get a nod because somebody's from there in the commentary booth. Also talk about Kalulushi, another place that has really produced a blend of stars now. So Luezi has a good academy there where Prince Mumba comes from. Played it at academy before eventually making his way to Kabwe Warriors. Another former player who's been here under 20 level before. Let's go ahead. Have a look there. Oof. Ouch. Ouch. Let's go ahead. He will need to relax a bit. Breathing is needed in this instance, I'll advise, for the player who's gone down. The 26th edition of the COSAFA U20 Youth Championship. At the moment, I'm standing next to the trophy they're playing for. Beautiful. No name written yet. Somebody's name will be engraved on this trophy shortly. Will it be South Africa for the 3rd year running, or will it be Zambia returning since 2016? Trophy has been given to me in a committee position where I'm sitting. I have in commentary, they said, you need to have a look at the trophy before it's handed out. So let's see the ball. Atenko Simtaba for South Africa. Looks up. Waba is in there. Mieni gets the ball. You see Farmer, he's sitting on a yellow card. Here's him, Sani. Sani marching on for South Africa. Long ball from him. And that is an up and under would be celebrated if this was a rugby game, but in football that will count for absolutely nothing. On goal sent by him, Sani Umlazi in Durban. Played his football for a team called Trouble Tiger in Umzalazi Section N before moving to Sundowns, product of Clapham High School. That is, it dominated the K-Motipe tournament in South Africa over the years. Another player who has done very well when he played at the youth tournaments, Munalula. Another player who's so much expected of him, and they want to see him scoring goals and goals at this tournament for the Zambians. You see, so David Mudise, same free kick to the Zambians. I tell you, there, touch and goal situation. Gondwe, they feign goals, long ball played in, header! Comes off the underside of the crossbar, set and three saved by the goalkeeper. Came outside the underside of the crossbar, Pamba the keeper, back to him, second time, third time, out for a corner kick. He's on a different level today. Now, they're all asking if was it a goal or not. Some are saying VAR. We'll have a look at it. We have the cameras. We'll talk about it. Let's see the corner kick first for the Zambians. Chance in, keeper! Chance again for the Zambians. South Africa skating on thin ice at the moment. They're skating on thin ice. It seems like it is Mulefe against the Zambians at the moment. Looks like it is Mulefe's ball against the Zambians at the moment. He has done 3 brilliant saves to deny the Zambians. Now, Halmam Kelele will have a lot to talk about to his players at the moment. They are giving Zambia too much space. Let's see now, Mieni on the ball. Mieni Tumsani on the far side for South Africa. Long ball, penalty area, long one played in. Get away this time around. Get the ball back again. Sani playing the ball short to Mieni. Mieni finding Apollos. Apollos in possession, trips and falls. He's fitting, but he really gets the ball away this time. Ralingwani for South Africa. And that's an up and under from Ralingwani. Keeper comes out, Pialia drops the ball and gathers on second attempt. Now the keeper is down. He's going to get some attention. Let's now sit down and confirm what happened earlier on. So the keeper is down this side, the keeper is down on the other side. Let's now confirm. We all have our eyes to see what happened. So he gets the nod from his teammates for a brilliant movement. Let's have a look at this. Here's a long ball played in. Header coming in. Came off the underpass of the underside of the crossbar. Keeper saves again. Double saves. That was not wrong of the ball. Yeah, it depends on which team you support. For the neutrals, they're very happy that there was a brilliant goalkeeping end of the day. And for all of us who are reporting on the tournament, what a save from the goalkeeper. That's the corner kick again. And I think that the goalkeeper, he is lucky to survive that one because he should have just ended the ball easily. But it rained today, so the goalkeepers need to be careful. Because it rains, the ball is slightly slippery and you hold on to it. So that's what you'd expect the players to be doing. Try and go long, because the goalkeepers will be troubled with the weather today. They're still discussing at the moment. They're still saying, if only that one had gone in, it would be 1-0 up or maybe 2-0 up. And maybe you should do this. So it looks like both goalkeepers are up and ready to go. Wow, 35 minutes already. Time flies when you're having fun. The young Chipolopolos are really taking the game to the South Africans. You will not come to our country and dominate us at home. It will never happen. It will never happen. You will not come to our country and dominate, match against us in our own backyard. Uka. Kiva brings the ball down. Kiva goes down. Kiva is always isolated. Lamana flanks and goes towards the far side for the South Africans. Apollos goes down again. Apollos. Still Apollos, the most senior player for South Africa in this tournament. He's playing in his 10th under-20 match. 5 goals is what he has scored now already. Gondwe collects. The last time South Africa defeated Zambia was in 2013 on the 7th of December in the group stages en route to winning the tournament. Taganipo Ntuli scored the only goal when they won by 1 goal to 0. This is Toto Stadium in Maseru, Lesotho. The final of this year's tournament between Zambia and South Africa. Long ball played in Mwepu is in there, offside given against the Zambians. Indirect free kick, South Africa. Indirect free kick, South Africa. Goalless the scoreline remains at the moment between the two nations. It has been this young man who has really been trump card for South Africa, has done all the hard work, has kept them out, kept Zambia at bay. Here comes Mumba. Mumba still going. Ball from Mumba. Perfectly poised for the goalkeeper. Long ball forwards. Mafuenta goes to the ground and a challenge. Mafuenta goes down. Kiva backing into Mafuenta, catching him at the back and bringing him down. Back live. 38 minutes of football played already here today. The last game of the 2019 COSAFA Under-20 Championship. Zambia, South Africa still playing to a goalless draw. Top scorer at the moment is Zini of Angola with 6 goals. Long ball played in, keeper comes off his line and once again saves the day for South Africa. Kiva playing the defensive role now for the Zambians. Free kick given to the Zambians. There's also a player down inside the penalty area for South Africa, outside of the picture. And the medics running to have a look at the player. No goal scored yet. So it looks like now Chishimba will fancy his chance. The man from Luanshya town. When you look at his record, good play football for Luanshya boys. He's currently living in New Mushili in Dola, playing for Zesco FC, Zesco United FC. So he will take the set piece. Jersey number 30, starting in his 5th game of the COSAFA Under-20 Championship. He'll be returning next year. He's only 17 at the moment. John Chishimba. His runs on the left has been brilliant to watch. Long ball played in, lined up well for the Zambians. Chancing for a header, still alive in the penalty area. Gondwe still in there, cleared away. Mumba. Ball collected, South Africa, Kiva. Human giving possession away. Human. Miscommunication there from the South African players. 2 short passes, eventually ball given away. Munalula on the far side for the Zambians. Sifama. Possession back, Sifama. Sifama the stage slightly beat for this young man. Rod has been coming as a sub, is given a chance to start today. In that year. Chance in! A beautiful overhead kick from Munalula. Makes it 1-0 to the Zambians. Munalula makes it 1-0 to the Zambians. What a beautiful overhead kick. The goalkeeper could do nothing with that. Lobbed the keeper into the back of the net. 1-0 Zambia lead. Jonathan Munalula, 18 years of age, from 69 in Ruan Township. In Luanshya, the young man has done very well. He is a goal poacher of note. He has found the back of the net here today. He scored 3 goals in a provincial school tournament when it was played. And he scored 2 goals in a similar tournament in Mumba. He scored also in a similar tournament in Chipata. He finds his first goal in the COSAFA Under-20 Championship. He's known as Idris Bombo, the current Ghana football top scorer. That's the name he's given. He's a goal poacher of note. He's shown what they want. 1-0 Zambia lead against South Africa. They were skating on thin ice. They were bound to be punished. And what a moment to be punished for South Africa. Zambia catching out the goalkeeper was just off his line. He's always, when you look at the goalkeeper of South Africa, every time the ball is in play, he's always off his line. And I think they have good vision from Munalula. Put the ball over his head into the back of the net. Now, Prince Bwalia hasn't conceded a goal yet in this tournament. The 4th goal conceded by the South African goalkeeper. South Africa have now conceded 4 goals. That was a brilliant goal. The first goal this is the second goal to be scored by a Zambian player overhead kick. There was also a goal scored by Mwaba in the 5-0 win when they won against Botswana. But that one was special from Mwaba. Just especially given the fact that he's a defender, how he scored that. Now the Zambians look to have their tail feathers up. Here they come now. Mwanza's long ball into the penalty area. Mwepu is there. Prince Mumba. Prince laying the ball to Mwepu on a 10. Saved by the goalkeeper. This was goal number 78 of this year's tournament. So that moment where Zambia almost found another goal. Yes, Human playing the ball to Sifama. Sifama ball in! Keeper comes out and does well. Keeper somehow thought he had scored, but no. Here's Apollos into the penalty. Apollos cutting. Apollos still going. Oh, what a save by Bwalia on the near post. He has literally waltzed his way through the entire defense like a hot knife through butter. But Bwalia was standing firm and said, come to me, and he easily gained that ball away. Throw in again. You need players who can rise to the occasion. Here's a ball played in by Human into the penalty area, cleared away by Mwaba. Long ball played in now. Mwepu is onside. Mwepu going. Mwepu! Mwepu puts it into the back of the net. 2-0 to young Chipolo Polo. South Africa have conceded 2 goals. They committed players forward. Mwepu gets goal number 5. He has now scored in every match in this tournament. Scored against Botswana, scored against Comoros, scored against Malawi, scored also against Angola. He has scored today. He's the man for the big occasions. 5 goals in as many matches, a goal a game for him. The keeper checking back, and Mwepu picked up his spot, and Mwepu cool, calm, collected, makes it 2-0 to the Zambians. So Zambia leading here by 2-0 against South Africa. 2-0 against South Africa. They're leading at the moment. South Africa almost scored, but then They were turned immediately and the Zambians did the job. Five goals from Mwepu, one behind Zini. Here they come again, the Zambians. Chishimba. Chishimba! Wide the ball goes. 1 minute time added on at the end of the first 45. The Zambians are dominating at the moment. They are showing that this is home. They are not to lose at home. They have only lost 2 times against South Africa in the final of the COSAFA Under-22 Championship. And the last one, they won as well. Yes, comes Gondwe. Gondwe's long ball towards the far side. Sani clears. Sifama gets the ball back for the South Africans. Sifama gets the ball for South Africa. Quickly closed down. South Africa trailing here by 2-0. They had to dig deep in a game against Usmusi Plamana. Made assist in a goal, one of the goals that was scored against Mauritius, scored a goal of his own as well. One of the matches, a young man from Boksburg in Ekurhuleni in Johannesburg, played his football previously for Peace Lovers FC in Benoni as well as FC Benfica, both in a Benoni. And his pupil at Mshugantambo. And playing for Kaizer Chiefs, making his 5th appearance in the COSAFA U20 Youth Championship, 18 years of age. 4 starts, once off the bench. Comes in for Plamana, who had his first start today. Well, let's see what the coaches said to the players at half time. Which coach really got the message home? We will find out here in the second half. Apollos on the ball. One ball sent forward. Milazi is a player who just came on. It's Pusiso Rahim Milazi. Usually plays on the wings, but today he's going to go more central for South Africa as they're looking for the goals. It's the final after all. You cannot afford to sit back. You have to take the game to your opponents. Zambia on the pound seat, leading here by 2-0. Look at recent finals. 2 goals scored in the first half. Very scored quickly. Mwepu looking for goal number 6. Most recent final to talk about was last year's one. It finished 1-1 between South Africa and Zimbabwe. South Africa walked away victorious, winning on penalties in last year's tournament. After 90 minutes of football, they won it 4-3 on penalties. Milazi. Here comes Milazi. And ball given against the Zambians. Goals last year, Murimba had scored first. Then Foster scored the equalizer in the second half. Both goals were scored in the second half. In that game. Also, the final was played in 2017. It's goals on the 5th and the 39th minute for South Africa. So to come back strong in the second half. The team maybe scored 2 goals in the first half. It's been a rare case to see the team coming back. Sani's ball. Mafuente is there. Every time the ball is played, Mafuente is always going to be one to win it. He's been one of the best players. Milazi now for South Africa. Milazi! And the ball just comes off the upright. Comes off the upright and just goes wide from Milazi. And it was literally his second touch of this game just coming on. Yeah, at the end of the the start of the second half for the South African. Sani gets the ball back, goes out of play, throw-in will be to the South Africans on the near side of the field. Now mistake by the South Africans. Munalula, near side official saying offside against Munalula. Look at the history of the final of the COSAFA U20 Championship over the years. Finals are very close calls. Zambia leading here by 2-0 against South Africa. Free kick given against Zambia. And Mwaba gets himself yellow carded. Yellow card given against Mwaba on the far side of the field. South Africa have it all to do here in the second half of this game. 5 minutes played already in the second half. They're trailing here by 2-0 against the Zambians. That's what happened. You can see the stretched arm catching the face of the South African player. Now, set piece time for South Africa. Lancaster Rowan Human will take. Long ball from him. Away this time from Mwepu. Prince Mumba sends the ball out. Will be a throw in South Africa, near side of the field. Taken by Msani. Quickly taken towards Milazi. Milazi turns his marker. Milazi is taking on. Playing early ball. Apollos penalty area. Ball played in and cleared out by the Zambians. When I saw the starting 11, I saw Milazi was out. I was thinking to myself, why Milazi not play? Because he's always proven to be a very good player for the South Africans, Milazi. As the ball played in, cleared by the Zambians easily. Collected here by Milazi towards Msani. Msani back to Milazi. Milazi's got Apollos next to him. Gondwe sends the ball out. See Coach Halman Kelele very much animated on the line here for the South Africans. Throw in South Africa. Kiva brings the ball down. Zambia has the ball back. Miscue clearance. Pressure being applied by the South Africans. 6 minutes played in the second half. Mafuenta pushed there by Milazi. So let's have a look at the moment where Milazi almost became the hero of the bench and found the back of the net for the South Africans. The ball was played early. Milazi got the ball between the two defenders. And for some odd reason, they were all just ball watching. They almost caught out. In fact, they were caught out. But lucky for them, the ball never went into the back of the net. Now, Lesim Kiva for South Africa. Mwaba gets there first. Mwaba fights for the ball. Ball played back this time. Long one cleared and goes out of play from Bwalia. Pressure applied by South Africa. Keeping a high line. Msani on the ball. Msani holds on. Msani goes down. Free kick given. And then Munalula been pushed there a bit and he landed awkwardly. He was just pushed by Msani, and that was very silly of Msani to push him when the ball was only given as a free kick. And Munalula went down. You could have thought he was shot in one of those movies, the war movies. And then he comes up and then he rolls around and then gets up afterwards. He's up, he's ready to go again. If you're listening to one of those karate movies, when I say Munalula, you think it's Munalula. That's how it looks like at the moment now. So long ball played into the penalty area. Oh yeah, by the way, one of our technical guys, Munalula. I must just slow down Munalula. He might just pull the plug. So there's a long ball. But I have to say, in Munalula's defense, there the South African player was silly to even push him. But the referee had already blown his whistle. Mieni, Munalula, Zambia, Gondwe. Gondwe's ball into the penalty area. Nobody there. Taba gets the ball. Taba's long ball. So the dignitaries who are watching here are enjoying beautiful football being displayed by the two nations. In the history of the COSAFA U20 Championship over the years, when Zambia scored first, they have never allowed the team to come back in the finals of the COSAFA U20 Championship. Also, if you are to look at it in totality, the team that scores first in the final have most of the time held on to win it, bar drawing and penalties eventually being a decider. But in open play, they never renegade or lose their chance. Ball shot in! just goes across the face of goal. Apollos in possession for South Africa. Apollos slows down. Still Apollos has possession. Laying the ball short. Msani for South Africa. Cross played in. Chance in for Milazi. He slept on duty. Kiva is there. Gondwe. Pressure applied by Mkiva on the ball. And Gondwe has the ball. Gondwe kicks the ball out. And will be a South African throw in next to the corner flag on the near side of the field. It is war. Deputy Superintendent Oswat Mukuka Mutapa's team is leading here by 2-0. Mwepu isolated. Mieni gets the ball, clipped on the ankle. Munalula, he needs to calm down. He has scored a goal. It's spoiled what has been a brilliant day for him with unnecessary mistakes. Ball play short. Sani for South Africa. Bilal Baloyi. Here comes Mtaba on the far side of the field. Next year we are going to have regional qualifiers for the AFCON tournament. Advantage paid by the referee, say let's go on. Here's Apollos for South Africa. Human towards Apollos. Human. Apollos. Mafuenta. Mafuenta is there every time, forever present. Mafuenta goes it wide towards the far side of the field. Whenever you look up in defense, there's Mafuenta. Now, setting things alight here, Prince Mumba into the penalty, the ball played in. Mwepu is there. It was Munalula. Mwepu was on a near far post, scoring for the ball. And somehow, South Africa survived another scare, a moment. Special moment for the Zambians. There's that moment. He left his marker for dead. There is Mumba on the far side. And the ball eventually going out. Prince Mumba from Solwezi here in Zambia. It is football for Solwezi Academy. Part of the 2018 edition of this tournament. He returns against this year. Part of a team that won the COSAFA Under-17 tournament in 2017 in Mauritius. Alongside Mumba. They were all part of a team. Here they are now doing duty for the under-20s. Mafuenta might look big, but he's only 18 after all. I know that the Angolans were asking questions when they saw him the first time, but he's only 18. Long ball in, and then put behind. There was nobody behind him. He had to let it go, but he decided to go and head the ball out. Corner kick, South Africa. Taken quickly, Msani in possession. Msani going forward. Msani is the ball behind. Good recovery coming in from Gondwe to get the ball away. Now, Baloyi Bilal sends the ball to the stand. The young man from Soshanguve, former Arcadia Shepherds player, played for SuperSport United, their reserve team. And he too made his debut on the 5th of December in a game against Mauritius for the under-20s of South Africa. There's that Vision 2022 that every nation is talking about. Qualifiers for the 2022 World Cup coming up. Qualifiers for the AFCONs. Different AFCONs coming up as well. Yes, Sifama beats one, goes down, free kick given. 3 players teaming up to get the ball off him. And a free kick has been given to the South Africans. 58 minutes of football played. Oswat Mukuka Mutapa looking to win 2 COSAFA tournaments at youth level back-to-back in a same year, in a space of 2 months. What an accolade for him. Long ball played in. Kiva. Too much. Kiva there was trying to get to the ball, but he needed to redirect it from where it's coming from and maybe somebody to come and finish it off. The referee having a word to Prince Bualia. He knows that he should have been beaten twice. He was nowhere when the ball was played and easily going out of play. You just need that luck sometimes. One coach used to say in South Africa that in football, 99% luck and 1% hard work. I don't know how he was calculating that, but so far the Zambians have a chance to make it 3. Ball collected. Apollos, long ball, far side. Keeper will come out and collect this one. He makes a mistake, and South Africa wide! Wide from the South Africans. Sifama, he had all the time to march on forward, and he just put that ball wide. He can't believe his eyes. He just had a rush of blood to the head. He thought he had scored already. Look at this. Elementary mistake, should have been punished. He still could have rushed forward again. He had all the time in the world. And he wanted to shoot with a tighter of angle, and he put the ball wide. Another clearance. Sifama gets the ball to Milazi. Waba challenging for the ball. Waba challenge for the ball, gets the ball back. Mafuenta. Here comes Mumba for the Zambians. Young man from Wamba. Played his football previously for school team before eventually coming through to play where he is at the moment. His father, a former legend in Zambian football, the son of Henry Chibale Mumba. That is Mumba, former Zambian international player, part of the 2017 team, at under 20, part of the 2017 under 17 team, former Zemco Diggers player, Mumba. Corner kick now will be to the Zambians. South Africa could have scored 3 goals in the second half of this game, but luck is not there. But Zambians can really put this game to bed with a goal here. South Africa proving to struggle with corners or set pieces. Long ball played in, cleared away. Chanda Mukuka. Here comes Gondwe. Ball collected by Milazi. Milazi near side. Milazi plays early ball. Played in, collected here by Human. Human marching on for South Africa. Ball played in. Kiva. And stopped by Mafuenta. Stopped by Mafuenta in his tracks. And a yellow card coming out. It was a professional foul from him. He knew there's danger coming, and he had to do something. For the plenty of players have been committed and gone forward. And he came out and stopped him in his tracks. Kiva going down. Free kick South Africa. So let's see now how South Africa is going to use this one. 2-0 down against Zambia. 2-0 down against Zambia. Look at the times that are considered the goals here against Zambia. These are goals in the last 5 minutes of the first half when it's considered 2 goals. Now they have a chance to pull one back. There are 3 players near the ball. But Africans shot straight to the wall from Apollos. Apollos closed down. Zambia, the wall doing his job. Here comes Ralengwane. Ball from him, cleared by the Zambians. Human. Tans goes in wide. Gives the ball straight now to the Zambians. Goalkeeper is way off his line. He's almost towards the middle of the park, the goalkeeper. And he's tracking back now, the South African keeper. Here comes Mwepu, Tans Mwepu. Mwepu! Puts it wide. He connected with the laces and he did everything right. Bar finding the net for the second time today. There's going to be running, I tell you, with the player that's coming in now for the Zambians. Golden Mashata coming in. There's going to be running. There's going to be a plenty of running for the South Africans. So his 4th appearance of the bench. He's a teammate of Prince Bwalia. They play together, Green Buffaloes. And he comes in for his 4th appearance off the bench on only 1 start from him. A young man from here in Lusaka, 18 years of age. He will be putting pressure on the South Africans. So Mafuenta gets the captain's armband again. Golden Mashata as the players come on for the Zambians. So Prince Mumba applauding the fans who have come out in great numbers here today to support them. They're leading by 2-0. They are just 26 minutes away from claiming their first COSAFA U20 Championship title since 2016, and their 12th overall in the history of the COSAFA U20 Youth Championship. Here's a ball collected, a shot straight to the play in front of him. Collected here by Sifama on the far side for South Africa. Sifama, and the ball goes out of play. Will be a goal kick to the Zambians. Second half in this match, Zambia leading here by 2-0 in this encounter against South Africa. They will be looking to continue where they are and be the champions of this tournament. And they will therefore extend their lead at the top of the championship chart to 12, 5 more than South Africa, 6 more than Zimbabwe, who are on 6 titles at the moment in the COSAFA. And it will be the 5th time they defeat South Africa in the final of the COSAFA U20 Championship in 7 attempts. Shot over the crossbar. Here's a ball playing now towards Mwepu, collected by Mashata. Bringing the ball down, cleared by Ntaba for South Africa. Offside on the far side now being given. Can see there the President of South African Football Association, Dr. Daniel Dan, next to the Honorable Emmanuel Ulenga, the Minister of Sport, as well as the President of FARS, Andrew Kamanga. Can also see there the President, the Vice President of COSAFA, all watching it in a moment as the action unfolds here at the Nkoloma Stadium. Human's ball. Early ball to the far side. Sifama. It is 3 against 2. 3 against 1. Sifama's pass again. Not the best of passes. Sifama missed a chance where he should have scored. He has put in a bad pass this time around for the South Africans. So much potential from the young man. Young and old have come out to support. The national team is leading at the moment against South Africa by 2-0. Long ball played into the penalty area. Mkiva is in there. Sifama gets there, cleared away by Chishimba. Collected by Mumba. Muma. Throw-in will be South Africa, near side of the field. 68 minutes of football played. 22 minutes remaining for Zambia to be crowned champions again. Flicked on ball. Away. Collected far side now. Here comes Mashata. He will take on his marker. Marking on forward. Ralinkwana against Mashata. Cuts inside. Looking for support. Long ball played in. Mwepu and Mark. Brings the ball down. Mwepu! Block coming in from Sani. Great block there from Sani to deny Mwepu. He was about to unleash a screamer towards the South African goalkeeper. Switching flanks, and that's out of play. Go in South Africa. Sifama brings the ball down, carries that well. Sifama gives possession back again to the Zambians. He's really looking to be struggling at this stage, Sifama, for the South Africans. And even his captain is trying to tell him, you need to start playing better. He's throwing his hands around the field, Sifama. He's not really playing the sort of game they want. He's proving to be the weakest link so far for South Africa in this game. He's really struggled. And there I tell you, Ntaba stepping on the player. Almam Kelele. Long ball played the other way, collected by Mwanza. Find support here from Mumba. Numa again to the near side. Mwanza is there. Sani does well to cover. Ball goes out of play. 20 minutes is what remains now before we come to the end of this game for the Zambians to get their 12th title. Their first in 4 years. After having last won it in 2016. South Africa, again against Zambia, they looked slightly disjointed and were punished by Zambia in those moments. Juman, Mieni, Apollos, they need him to start stamping his authority. Sifama on the ball. Sifama gives possession away. He's having a tough day at office, and the sooner they get him off, the better, because they're killing the young man. His confidence level is gone. His confidence level is gone completely. Offside given. Near side official. I love the fact that the entire stadium is saying no. Here comes South Africa. Sifama's long ball. Eddie ball playing towards Apollos. Mwanza does well. In the ball from Gondwe back to Mwanza. Mwanza long one. Chanda Mukuka. Mumba. Here comes Mashata going forward for the Zambians. Good block, Human. Human for South Africa sends a long ball forward. Ball already gone out of play. Throw-in will be to the Zambians. Throw-in to the Zambians. Zambia have only finished as runners-up on 4 occasions when they, according to the final of the COSAFA U20 Youth Championship, have now been in a total of 15 finals. Zambia winning 11 of those. In fact, if you count this one also, this final number 16 for them. They've won 11 of those and have lost only 4 of the previous that have played in, the previous 15 they've played in. Ball dropping short, collected here by Mumba to the stands. Sport, they call rugby, is an oval ball. When you strike the ball like that and it goes over, it's points for you. Football doesn't give you anything. These fans are having a wonderful time. We have to say, the hospitality being shown to us by the Zambians since arriving here. We have to applaud that. It has been absolutely brilliant. The last 2 months I managed to travel from Malawi to Zambia, and the hospitality has been second to none. As we are known as Africans. Mwepu cannot get there. Msani, his possession away, Msani, and he fouls Mwepu. Taken quickly by the Zambians, won by the South Africans. The long ball played forward by Msani. So the goalkeeper will hold on. Prince Bwalia, they're 2-0 up. There's only 18 minutes remaining for them to hold on. Here comes Munalula. Taba gets there before him. Taba's long ball forward. Human is there. Mafuenta fouls. Mafuenta fouls. Human. So he has struggled in this game, and finally he's been substituted. He has had a bad day at the office. these things happen. He's still young. He will learn going forward. That whenever you're having a bad touch the first time around, recover and keep on going. But that really has not been. He's since allowed the mistake he made earlier to come off and really struggle throughout. So Keenan Mizuran is a player that comes in, a young man from Blue Downs in the Western Cape. Former player for Bishop Levis and Old Mutual FA. Matties he played for as well. And then he's currently playing for Ubuntu FC in the Western Cape. Now, ball played in this time around. One's, I guess, there. Whoops one forward. Here they come going forward. It's a long ball played in. Offside given against the Polis. The offside today really have been very questionable from the officials. There have been a lot of questions around those. Helman Mkalele. Thabo Sunong won it twice in a row in 2017, and he won it also in 2018. Both those were won in Zambia. Lost it in 2016 in South Africa. Now Zambia in the final against South Africa. They're leading by 2-0. Aswin brings the ball down. Human finds Bezeren Holt. He finds Ralingwane. And Ralingwane Ralingwane, he loses possession. You can see that Paul is trying to get his teammates to get ready and move on forward. It's just no support at all. The body language of South African players at the moment showing that they look to be contended. They might not be able to come back in this one. Apollos for South Africa. Still Apollos. Turns his marker. Apollos finds Human. Human marching on for South Africa. Human's ball. Intercepted Msani. Msani still going. Msani goes in! Saved by the goalkeeper. Header! Collected by the goalkeeper. Collected by the goalkeeper, who will eat every second available to him at the moment. Looks like Ricky Banda will join us shortly. Looks like Ricky Banda will join us shortly. Ricky Banda from Ndega compound in Dola. About to come in, the young man. Indian youth ranks, his way he started his football at Indian Football Club. He played at the youth ranks for the team. Header just wide. Playing his football for Jumulo FC in Kitwe at the moment. The young man is about to come on. He's also a goal pouch of note. He will try and go for goals. So there won't be a chance for Mwepu to score his 6th goal in this game. So he will finish second in the scoring charts, Mwepu. And Ricky Banda comes in now for the Zambians. Immediately, he's another big player. Ricky Banda. Almost similar as Mwepu. Very strong player. Kiva. President Holt. Ball played to the goalkeeper. Now the keeper clears the danger. Milazi gets the ball for Sarab. Milazi into the penalty area. Milazi still going. Milazi cuts the ball. The keeper saves. Still alive and eventually cleared out. Corner kick will be. The keeper was lying down and they still cannot find the back of the net, South Africa. Cleared outside. Corner kick will be. Have a look at this. Mafuenta committed himself. The keeper on the ground, and the keeper does get the ball out. Have a look at this, Mafuenta. And he touched the player, there was a penalty, but luckily he didn't touch the player at all. And they're trying to lay the ball towards the oncoming player in Bezeden Holt. But the goalkeeper did well here, Prince Bwalia, to get the ball out. And a corner kick, South Africa. While we're still watching this, these are the 2 goals that are scored here. In my opinion, this goal can win any game, in my opinion. Have a look at this. Brings the ball down. This can win any championship, in my opinion. Absolutely brilliant overhead kick to put a ball into the back of the net. When you watch it over and over again, it gets better and better and better. And Mwepu found the second goal, his fifth of the tournament, putting it past the goalkeeper, who really had no chance because Mwepu was coming direct at him. He tried to narrow the angle, but it was not to be. And the ball easily scored here. South Africa about to make the third and final change shortly. And young Rivaldo, present, is about to make his first appearance for the South Africans. Long ball, keeper comes out and perfectly collects that one. Ten minutes remaining. 10 minutes remaining. At the end of this, we will be having the awards. They'll be given different awards. Here's the chance now for the Zambians. Goalkeeper collects this. At the end of the tournament, we'll get the player of the tournament, who will get the opportunity of a lifetime, where the player will be having trials and in Spain. That will be announced at the end of the tournament, which player will get that honor. I have a few names that I believe deserve to walk away with that honor. Here comes Apollos for South Africa. Still Apollos going. Human is there. Kiva cannot get the ball to Human. Kiva too is not having the best of matches for South Africa. Wanza. Ball cleared and goes out. The near side of the field. Mieni makes way. Mieni makes way for the third change here for coach Alman Kelele for his team. They're coming in 17 years of age from Ocean View in the Western Cape. He was played for Cape Town, Cape of Storms before arriving at Ubuntu FC. Student at the Ubuntu Football Academy. Comes in immediately. He goes and knows a crazy challenge from him immediately after coming on. You have to ask, what are the instructions for him on the bench? Because he really did what the unthinkable. Free kick given to the Zambians. 8 minutes remaining before we come to the end. Chishimba's long ball. Gondwe gathers. Going to be for a second COSAFA under 20 or COSAFA tournament that Gondwe is in goals and South Africa loses. 2018 when they played against Angola in the final. Here they come now. Again coming in. Here they are going forward again. Now Ricky Banda. The near side official didn't call it. It was called by the referee to be offside. The near side official did not call it at all. And the referee from Lesotho saying offside. Here comes Milazi for South Africa. The ball behind Milazi. Close down Milazi. Gets the ball back. Long ball paid in. Mafuenta is in there, as well as Mwaba. Ball cleared. Corner kick will be South Africa. Corner kick will be to South Africa. This has been a great year for Zambian football. Their senior men team won the COSAFA in Durban. The under-17 won the COSAFA under-17 in Malawi. Their men team is about, the under-20 is about to win this one. Their women's team got to the final, lost against South Africa in the final in Port Elizabeth. Long ball played in header, over the crossbar, straight to the stands. So this is a good year indeed from a Zambian football point of view. So 5 minutes and a bit remaining before we come to the end of this game. Zambia on the pound seat at the moment, leading by 2-0. Mashata goes. Mashata plays the ball early. Header! Munalula! Munalula makes it 3-0. Munalula makes it 3-0. And there they can celebrate. That should be game, set, and match. Clear daylight between South Africa and Zambia at the moment. Everybody's saying it's all over. If this was a boxing match, Towel will come in to say it's over. We've had enough for today. There the fans are really going. Zambia erupts. Zambia leading by 3-0 against South Africa. Mashata left his marker for dead. And then Munalula marked the easiest of headers for him. As South Africa now go down 3-0 against Zambia. They scored 3 against Angola. They are scoring 3 in the final against South Africa. They are definitely showing that they won this one. They are the hungrier side, and I don't see South Africa coming back. 3-0. South Africa trailing here. Munalula scoring a brace. Here they go again. Milazi, South Africa cleared away by Chanda Mukuka. Baptism of fire for coach Halman Kalele. His team has been weak and really been put to the sword here today. Another chance against South Africa can't score. The goalkeeper has made so many mistakes, and South Africa failed to punish the Zambians. They failed to punish the Zambians. There were so many moments to try and find the back of the net. They failed to do so. And Zambia on a pound seat here, leading kindly and enjoying every moment of this game. And I tell you, Mwepu might, for me, probably be the contender for player of the tournament. He's done very well for the Zambians over. You've needed a few players to come up and show what they can do. And have really been unable to do so. You've had the likes of Gondwe who have done well. You've had a few of those players have really come out strongly. You've had a moment for all of those that have tried to come forward and try to get things going. But here we have it now. There will be a yellow coming out. The referee still writing. There's a player down for the Zambians. A yellow card. Taba for South Africa. I think they'll all have to take stock. It was a bad day at the office for the South Africans. There's another player who had a chance, Mieni. It has been one of those days for the South Africans. The Zambians will experience and enjoy every moment. The hero of the day will make way. The hero of the day will make way. And in comes the son of another legend in Zambian football. Now this young man, he's been a marvel to watch also. So Munalula, stand up, take a bow. You've played your part. Now a chance here for Elliot Kampukesa to make his way into the field of play. Young man from Kasempa district. Looks like his dad is a businessman, Roderick Kampukesa. That is football in Chingola at school level before eventually moving into play for Nchanga Rangers. Off the bench for the 4th time. So there will be one player who will get the Player of the Tournament award, and mean that player will get trials at the Munchia in Spain. Munchia in Spain, where you get a chance to get a contract there. Huge moment for the players. They should be the one who will walk away with a top prize at the end of the tournament. As the player of the tournament, we already know the top scorer on 6 goals. Zini, Ambrosini, Salvador of Angola. One to walk away with a top honor. We're now at the mercy of the referee at the end of the 90 played here. 90 dominating. The 3 minutes added on, just also similar to the 3 goals scored by the Zambians today. They meant business today. CD Nomancia is the team where the player of the tournament will be trialing. At the end of this, we'll be going to have Enrico Sway will be the one doing the honor of handing over the prize to that player at the end of this tournament. It was one of those days where he needed his teammate to support him. He tried very hard, but they just found it too difficult. The Zambians had a plan. Yesterday they were training at the Hero Stadium. I think that's when the players had to understand the hero and the history of Zambian football, to understand the team that was supposed to be part of the AFCON tournament in 1982. And those players were really shown and taken through the history of Zambian football. And hence you see how they play, the fire in the players today. Second to none. Here they come now again. Kampunkesa going forward. Kesa regular off the bench for the Zambians. So we are now coming to the end of this game. Zambia looking to put an icing on the already delicious cake. The ball struck and goes wide. Lessons learned for South Africa on the league here. They'll have a look at that and realize they were up against a more formidable team. They were up against a solid team, and they were put to the sword. The crowd second to none here also. Crowd came out in great numbers. It was a special moment. So we are now in the last minute of this game. South Africa trailing here against Zambia by 3-0. Buntle Molefe had one of those games where he saved South Africa so many times, but he could do so much alone. Needed his teammates to come to the party as well, but he just could not. Now the band is back again, getting us, and the celebration will continue here at the Koloma Stadium. The kick given by the referee. Zambia 3-0 against South Africa, as we are now coming to the end of this game. The South Africans have had to fight hard, but they were up against it. The Zambians look formidable, they look stronger, they look determined, and they did everything right as they went about their business. And their goalkeeper, Prince Bwalia, will finish that without conceding.